We're pushing ourselves to the limits. We have Merrick doing an inverted TRX pull-up, Sheldon doing a single leg squat, and we have Shara training them. Welcome to an all-new episode of Bombdale Gloves Go Edmonton. I'm your host, Dana Giesbrecht, and today we are at Shara's brand new fitness facility, SVPT Fitness, to train with some of Edmonton's top athletes. And I'm gonna see if I have what it takes as well to become an MMA fighter. Not so much. Coming up first, though, we are headed to a very special winery with Angelica. How am I doing?
Chest up.
Chest up, okay. Butt out. Little deeper, all right.
There you go.
Take it away, Ange. Jelena Marjanovic, one of our local fighters, and you should recognize her. We've had her on Shaw TV before. Thank you so much for that, Ange. I am now joined by the visionary behind SVPT Fitness. This is Shara Vigeant, and I know that you were traveling a lot before you started your gym. What kind of research were you doing in the States?
I was looking at where all the top coaches were doing with their athletes, and success leaves clues. So I was checking out what these guys were doing with their athletes and learning.
How many years have you been working with local athletes here in Edmonton?
About 5 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, Jelena is one of them. We saw Merrick and Sheldon at the top of the show. Can you talk quickly about those two guys?
They're great. They're great to train. All my athletes are great to train. I love them all. They push. Both of them. Merrick's got a fight coming up in October. Jelena, who was here before, has a fight coming up in a week, September 13th. And then Sheldon's going to the Ultimate Fighter tryouts in Toronto.
We're going to be doing some of the drills and the exercises that you do with your MMA fighters today. A little worried about that, but when you're training someone who's a professional athlete versus the everyday Joe who just wants to get in shape, how do you tackle that?
Well, obviously the everyday Joe, I try to bring in what I do with the athletes with the everyday Joe, because everybody wants to feel like they're an athlete, and I believe that we should train like an athlete. If you train like an athlete, you'll look like one. Obviously for the athletes, they're a little bit more performance based. Most people that come in here are trying to just get fitter and healthier and have a more balanced lifestyle, but it doesn't mean that they still can't have fun and push some sled.
Well, there are a lot of gyms here in Edmonton. What do you think sets you apart from all the rest?
Atmosphere. Definitely you come in here and the first thing you want to do is play, and I want the training to be fun, and I want it to be a positive, fun atmosphere where you come in and you see the turf right away and you just want to do some cartwheels.
Do you ever just get out there and do cartwheels?
I do.
You want to go do some cartwheels?
No, I'm good.
Okay. Well, thanks so much, Shara. Stay tuned. We are going to be training with the best of them all show long. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back on Go. Welcome back to the show. If you're just tuning in now, we are at SVPT Fitness, and I have Merrick, Sheldon, and Shara with me. Now, what I'm doing right now, we are rolling out our muscles. It's also called the poor man's massage. And what is this? It's a foam roller. It's a foam roller. So working on my glutes, my quads, my traps, and making sure to knead my muscles before the workout that's to come. I hear it's going to be pretty intense. Guys, are we in for something? Am I going to get hurt? Will I end up with a boot?
You might end up.
I might end up with a boot. Okay, so that being said, I'm going to continue to roll out my muscles, and while I do, Tim Dancy introduces us to one of our sizzling 20 under 30 nominees. Excellent, thanks for that, Tim. Okay, we have Merrick going at it at the ladder. We just finished our warm-up, so we're moving on to some of the more intense types of workouts. Now, Shara, what exactly is this? This is SAQ, and what are we working on?
Speed, agility, and quickness. I generally start our workouts with a little bit of speed, agility, and quickness. We work on footwork and get the central nervous system primed for what we're about to do.
There we go. And Sheldon just did it with the boot. Now, I have to ask you, because I'm going to make fun of you for the entire show, why is there a giant boot on your foot?
I broke my foot training about 3 weeks ago, and so I broke one of the major bones in my foot. So I'm trying to still get some work in while being hurt.
Okay, because I thought you were giving yourself a little bit of a handicap, so I might be able to match you today in some capacity.
No chance. No chance.
And tell us a little bit about what you do in the fitness world.
I've been fighting professionally for about 7 years, MMA. I had one pro boxing fight, 8-1. I lost my first fight by split decision, and I haven't lost since starting with Shara. Been 4-0. And in those 4 fights, the guys who I fought had a combined record of about 50 wins.
Wow. And when's your next fight coming up?
I have Ultimate Fighter tryouts in Toronto because they're doing Canada versus Australia, and that's on the 22nd of September.
Excellent. And will the foot be good by then?
Of course it will.
Okay, there we go. Sheldon, thanks so much. We're going to take a quick break on Go. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
They're going to do some SAQ, some speed, agility, and quickness. The first pattern we're going to do on the ladder is in, out, out. As fast as they can. Keep your hands up, knees bent. Go.
In, out, out. Fast as we can. Hands up, knees bent. Welcome back to the show. If you're just tuning in now, we're at SVPT Fitness, and I'm joined by Shara. We have Sheldon with the boot, and Merrick at the end. And Merrick, I hear you can touch your toes. Show off your skills. There we go. He does participate in yoga, believe it or not. And Sheldon, no, not so much on the yoga. Can you touch your toes for us? No, you can not even oh, wait, there we go. All right. Well, up next, we are hitting the yoga studio with some unlikely yogis with Jordan Greenlee. Thanks for that, Jordan. Okay, so we've taken a break from all of the training, and thank goodness, because I need one. I am now joined by Tammy Pidner with the Light the Bridge campaign. And Tammy, you've been on the show before. Now we're just over the 1.1 mark. Things are going well, but you're looking for another big push. What's happening?
This fall now, with kids back to school and businesses back in full swing after the summer, we're hoping that in September, October, November, we can really rock this, raise the money, and get those bulbs ordered.
Yes, because wouldn't it be fantastic if we could light it up for Christmas time, see it all green and red and beautiful, illuminated by all the snow in the river valley? I think that would be very special.
That would be so beautiful. I don't know that that's going to happen for this Christmas, but we can look forward to that for next Christmas for sure.
Okay, well, there we go. And I know you had a couple of stories, because on your Facebook page especially, people are sharing all their stories, telling us why they're deciding to light the bridge and who they're doing it for. So what are some key stories you'd like to share with us?
You know, just in the last 2 days, there's been a lovely celebration of past, present, and future. So I got a call from a woman named Margaret, and her brother was in the 19th Alberta Regiment of the Dragoons. And in 1939, he was honored to serve when King George and Queen Elizabeth were here for a visit in July. But later that year, in September 1939, Canada declared war against Germany, and her brother didn't come home. So she's buying a bulb for her brother Jack, and it turned out that he didn't come home because his regiment was ordered to guard the high-level bridge. So she's got a great connection to the bridge.
Oh, wonderful.
And then in terms of present, we have a family in Edmonton who say they're not particularly wealthy, but they love this project and they think the community is so remarkable. So for every $1 million we raise, they're donating $100.
Very nice.
And then in terms of future, we have a couple that are getting married on September the 21st. They're buying bulbs as wedding favors for their guests, so that there'll be a lovely annual celebration and bright lights for their anniversary. And then a mom is hosting an engagement party for her son and new daughter-in-law tomorrow. So she's buying a bulb to celebrate and anticipate their future.
Wonderful. Well, I know if you have a story and if you'd like to light the bridge, where is your Facebook page so people can find you and share all their wonderful moments?
Lightthebridge.ca, or they could phone at 917-7642.
Tammy, thanks so much. We're going to take a quick break on Go. We're going to hit the gym a little harder. Stick with us. We'll be right back. Even though he has the boot, we still see Sheldon doing some jumping pull-ups. Welcome back to the show. If you're just tuning in now, we are at SVPT Fitness, a new fitness facility here in Edmonton with two of Edmonton's top MMA fighters. And over here, Merrick slamming the medicine ball with some medicine ball slams, getting some pointers by Shara. And I think, okay, I just slam it, right? Just slam it into the ground, over the head.
Head, squat and slam. Everything you got. Pop. And it won't bounce back up.
It won't, okay.
Everything you got, squat and slam. Good.
I feel like it's gonna come into my face. That's why I'm looking. All right. Well,
Non-bouncing ball.
And why is this important? What am I working?
We're working on explosive upper body power.
Explosive upper body power. Okay, well, Kimberly Wynn, you take it away with some explosive music while I work on my medicine ball slams. Excellent, thanks for that, Kim. And we have Sheldon on the ski erg to end the show. Don't let the boot fool you. He's still training very, very hard. Now we have a wager going. First one to 150 meters, the fastest wins. And there we go, Sheldon. And whoever loses pushes the sled, just as Merrick is doing behind the camera right now, back and forth down the line once. So tell me when.
Go. Good. Keep your chest up.
Chest up, and we're pulling. I'm gonna beat you, Sheldon.
Reach for the sky.
Reach for the sky. I've been your host, Amy Giesbrecht. If you want more information about the gym, go to svptfitness.com. All right. Good?
You're done.
I win. I win. High five, Sheldon. There we go.